Right. We've got an update. We've finally got an update on something with respect to Hellraiser. So this is breaking news over on THR. This is going to be a bit of a slow video. I'm going to be going through bit by bit each person that's been announced for this, because, I mean, this is my jam, right? This is what I love. This is what you guys love. A lot of you have subscribed for this content, so we need to get into this properly. So THR's original report here was Spyglass Hellraiser Reboot finds its writing and directing team. Now this is the THR report, but we'll flip between the two of them because we've got Bloody Disgusting as well as the THR. Also, thank you so much to the chap that sent me this over on Twitter. Thank you, MVP of the channel, I guess. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, please do, at Mr. H Reviews. There's actually a link down below in the description box. Now, let's take a look at Hollywood Reporters first. So it says, news you may find, dare we say, Pinteresting. I really hate these bloody puns. It's almost as bad as the puns of Pinhead in Hellraiser 3, isn't it? When he basically became Punhead. The pun dispenser. The filmmaking team behind Sundance Film Festival sensation The Night House are reuniting to tackle Spyglass Media's reimagining of 1980s horror classic Hellraiser. Now, if you didn't know what this is, right? This is Miramax basically had the rights returned to them as far as all things are concerned, what we know, and then the rights have been given out to Spyglass Media Group. It was announced that David S. Goyer would be writing the movie, which is a theatrical release remake of the original film. Now this seems to indicate better news on face value, but we're gonna indulge a little bit further and see whether it is, because it looks like David Goyer is only doing story, and then the screenplay is being ironed out by other people, which is very good. Now that on face value is great, because David S. Goyer, he's an ideas man. He doesn't refine. He's good at ideas, but he's not good at refining. Now, if this is right, and the people that are on board, which we'll have a look at in a second, are good with writing and ironing out his idea, top marks. Actually good. Now, David Bruckner, who directed Night House, as well as sections of horror anthologies VHS and Southbound, will helm the feature, which will have a screenplay by Ben Collins and Luke Piotrowski. I butchered that. So David Goyer's doing rough story outline, right? So David Goyer, one of the producers of Night House, is writing the story and producing via his Phantom 4 banner alongside Kevin Levine. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at these people, right? So David Bruckner. Is he good? Okay. He directed one of the better films of 2017-2018. I really like it. I stand by it. I think it's very good. The Ritual. The Night House is not something which I have had a chance to see yet. Southbound I have not seen. I think a lot of people have seen VHS, quite frankly. But The Ritual, top marks. He did some very, very good things. I'll leave my review linked above on my backup channel. More Mr. H reviews. I think it's released. If not, I'll just do it on my normal one, which I released here. The Ritual is great. It is genuinely a very good movie. It's well crafted. There's a lot of people that don't like it due to kind of genre bias, I guess, and obviously just subjective opinion. But objectively, most things objectively about The Ritual is very, very good. So as a director, Stephen Bruckner's good. He is actually very good. And then also he did The Signal, but not The Signal, which I really, really like, which was by William Eubank. So he did like a different kind of Signal thing, which is like a horror film told in 3 parts from 3 perspectives. I'm not familiar with this. But he is actually a good director. And as he's the director, he will have some writing say. And writing say he had bits with respect to VHS. So, and Southbound, if you like Southbound, that's entirely his. So I'm kind of just covering the basis to see whether you guys would agree with me. I think he's actually a good pick. He's also done some editing stuff. VHS, again, did some editing. He did some editing on Southbound. He's not bad. He's a good pick. He's a really, really good pick, actually. Yeah, genuinely. Really good. My dog is dreaming. I don't know if you can hear that. That's really softened up the tone of this horror-based Hellraiser video, hasn't it? I'm going to try and raise the decibels if you can't hear him. Right. Now, obviously, the screenplay, the main clincher about all of this is David Goyer being the ideas man and the people taking his ideas and refining them. So that's... David Bruckner's good. But it's that core bit there that matters. If they don't nail that, they've not nailed anything. So let's take a look at Ben Collins and Luke Piotrowski. So Ben Collins, as a writer, what is he known for? Okay, what is he known for? Well, Night House, which is apparently some new thing which is doing the rounds and people love it. Stephanie, not something that I have seen. Super Dark Times, again, not something that I have seen. It would seem that a lot of these things are more indie-based movies by the looks of it. Yeah. Looks to be more indie-based stuff. Head Full of Ghosts is in pre-production. The Sisters of Samhain, pre-production. There's a lot of things that he's written that are in pre-production right now. So he looks to have kind of worked his way up. Let's look at Luke Piotrowski. Now, he has worked with Ben Collins on a few of those things. Now, he's also a producer. So in terms of production, again, he's done Boo as a producer. The Night House produced that. Portals, Boo, You Get Me, Super Dark Time. So he's done a lot of the producing and also the writing stuff. Now, some of this is not things which I am hugely familiar with. I'm not going to lie. But again, one of these people that has quickly, very, very quickly, risen to the top. The thing about the Night House is it's getting rave reviews to a certain degree. Like, a lot of people are really liking it as a bit of an indie production. So we got 6.8 out of 10. You know, basically round it up to a 7. A 7 out of 10 is not bad on IMDb. It's not too bad at all. And then if we go to Rotten Tomatoes, not the be all and end all, of course, but important to take a look at as well. 86%. So it's not too bad at all, actually. They're really getting it. And let's take a look at the responses here, right? A knack for creepy atmosphere and individual scares goes a long way in horror genre, and it takes the Night House pretty far. Benefits from David Bruckner's, again, this is important, finely calibrated direction. Very good. Comments on cinematography and performance, good. Bruckner told the premiere crowd, your reaction will come down to what you find more frightening. The idea that ghosts exist or the realization that they don't. This is a man that gets it, I think. I think we're into something very good here. You know, it's both human and supernatural in its exploration. This is what horror, in both the universal encapsulation of fear and our own psychological untangling of it, is supposed to do. I think we're in good hands. Marrying grief and horror genre isn't exactly new territory, but in the Night House we see it explored in a much different fashion than before, thanks to an effective and thought-provoking script. Now, that, again, super important. I think we're onto something really good here. I think this will be. I think this is great. Now, obviously, you know, the report from Bloody Disgusting, just talking about bits and pieces here. You know, they're happy. They say it's good news, essentially. David Goyer, again, just kind of parroting the other bits and pieces, and just clarifying that it's a remake. I think this is good news. I'm really, really happy with this. David Bruckner, good pick. Writers seem to be a very, very good pick. Now, they can refine David Goyer's story, right? David Goyer is good at ideas. He's not very good at refining a script. Give them to good writers. I think we're on to a winner. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do let me know down below in the comments section. Sorry this is kind of a bit windy and stuff like that, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like and please do share it. I've been Mr. H. Take care.